So I will be doing a Q&A, like I said, answering any questions you have related to my transition. And what the fuck did you just say?
Walking and still get whatever you want.
What up, YouTube? I am officially back after like many fucking years. I know this might not be the video that you guys are wanting to see right now. I know a lot of you guys are waiting to hear about my surgery that I recently had about 3.5 weeks ago. So I will be posting that video, guys, very soon. I said it a million times. I just want to make sure that I have all the information and nothing else happens between now as I'm making this video and in a couple of weeks when I am fully recovered. I promise you I will have that video for you guys in about, I want to say 2.5 weeks. So before I get this video going, I just want to appreciate all of you guys for supporting my journey, supporting me as a person, and loving me and looking up to me. It honestly means so fucking much to me, and to have people that look up to me and, you know, look at me as an inspiration, it truly means everything, because this is literally all I've ever wanted since I was, I don't even know how old. So I love all of you guys, and for whoever watches this whole video, I love you so much. Ow. Damn. Alright, so let's just get this video going. Today's video is going to be a Q&A. I just thought, why not, you know, answer some of your questions that a lot of you guys have. And I know that there's not many creators out here that take the time out of their day to respond to these types of questions. So I figured I would do this because I love answering your questions. It's honestly one of the best things that I could ever possibly do. Educating people, helping people with their journey, their transition, anything. I literally love it. The fact that you guys trust me and come to me and ask me these questions means the fucking world to me. I'll be doing a Q&A today, answering any types of questions that you have regarding transitioning or even my transition. Before I get going, one last thing. If you guys can, or if you already do, please follow my social medias. They will be in the description down below. My TikTok, my Instagram, my Snapchat, all that good stuff. Okay, so the first question that we have is from, I don't even know how to say this username. And this is on Instagram, by the way, adix.lach. Got my top surgery 3 months ago, and I wanted to ask, what did you got? What? Yo, I cannot read for shit. Okay, let me try that again. Let me try that again. Got my top surgery 3 months ago, and I wanted to ask, did you get your sensation back? So, that is a tricky question, because at the end of the day, everybody's body is different. So, just because I say that I got some of my sensation back does not mean that you will or anybody else will. It all depends on your body, so I can't promise you will get your sensation back, but I can't answer that question. And yes, I do have sensation. The only thing that is kind of iffy about my chest is my nipples. So I can feel my nipples to a certain extent. I don't know. All I'm going to say is I basically feel just pressure. So when I touch my nipples, I can feel it, but it's not the same as touching, like, you know, my skin or my scars. Like that I can feel. But the next person that asked a question was Bella Hale __ on Instagram. How did you come out? So basically, I came out to my mother quite a few times. The first time I came out to her, I was actually talking to a school therapist in school. And I know that, you know, she does not specialize in all of that stuff, but she was willing to help me talk to my mom. So we did, I think, actually talk to her. We did like a phone call because I was in school and I didn't want to drag my mom all the way to school to have that conversation. So my counselor actually helped me talk to her on the phone. My mom didn't quite understand it. She told me that she'd love me and she loves me and accepts me and stuff like that, but she didn't understand it the first time. So I kind of just forgot about it, and I didn't really say much after that. Even when I got home from school that day, I kind of refused to talk to her because I knew that it wasn't getting through her head, and I kind of gave up, but that's my fault. So then the second time I came out, I actually wrote a letter. And I made sure that I worded everything correctly. I deleted things. I tried so hard to get that letter perfect. And finally I got the letter perfect, and instead of giving it to her in letter form, I wrote it down on text message. And it was actually, fun fact, I was on the bus coming home from school, and she sat down with me when I got back inside, and she told me that, you know, she loves me. Same thing as she said when I first told her from school through the counselor. And I noticed that she definitely kind of understood and took it a little bit more seriously than the first time. But I feel like I need to do something more. So what I did was I actually got a gender therapist because I knew I wanted to start hormones, but I could not talk to my mom about that. So I got a gender therapist. We did family therapy sessions, and you know, we basically talked about gender dysphoria, hormones, top surgery, what it means to be trans. And after a few sessions, it started clicking in her head and realizing that this is real and this is something that I genuinely need to be happy. And it took a long time for her to actually really accept it. So that's basically how I came out. I came out multiple times, but it took the third time to really get to her. And finally, she took me to a doctor, and I started hormones at the age of 17 years old. Big shout out to my mom. I love you. I know you're probably not going to see this, but I love you with all my fucking heart, and you are my biggest fucking inspiration, my biggest supporter. Okay, so we got question number 3. I think it's 3. I'm just gonna say it's 3. So the next question is from Sage Flores on Instagram. My bro, I love you. Explain the time you had the most euphoric moment during your transition. Sending love, bro. My most euphoric, I feel like I say that word wrong, moment was probably when I got top surgery. Don't get me wrong, my body didn't look the way that I wanted it to when I got top surgery, so that threw me off a little bit. But that was probably my most that was probably my most euphoric moment in my whole entire transition. And something kind of close to that is probably, you know, starting to actually have my beard start connecting and really fully growing in. Question number 4. This is from, I have no idea how to say this, IRIXINE_SXUL on Instagram. What is your favorite part of your own transition? I'm gonna get emotional. I'm gonna be honest. My favorite part of my transition is starting TikTok as a trans man. I never really fucked with TikTok when it first came out, but something told me to get on there. And after, I want to say 4 months, 5 months of me consistently, you know, being on TikTok and posting trans-related content, I gained so much love and so much support from so many people. And over the span of 2 years, I have gained 70K followers on TikTok. Now, not all of them are true supporters, but there is such a big handful of people who literally look up to me and see me as an inspiration. And I've helped so many people I can't even count on my fingers. But inspiring people and being myself and showing others that it's okay to be who you are is probably one of my best moments in my transition. The next question is from Life with Tyler on TikTok. How did you get your facial hair so nice? Okay. So many people ask me this. Currently, I am using, Jamaican castor oil. Basically an oil you could literally get anywhere. I've been using it for about 3 months. Before that, I never really used any types of products just because I wanted to, you know, see natural changes without any products. And the other answer that I could really give you is genes. I'm very much Italian. My whole family, all the men are so hairy. That's where I get my hair from, and obviously testosterone. And recently, the beard oil has been helping me just get my beard fuller. The next question is from XOX Zans, maybe? I don't know, on TikTok. Where did you get your surgery done? So I got my surgery with Dr. Orlando DeLucia in Hartford, Connecticut. He has one of the most steadiest hands in my entire life, in my opinion. Every person that has gotten their surgery done with that surgeon, Their scars are literally so perfect, in my opinion. He has such a nice, steady hand. He's so respectful. He loves the trans community, and he's one of the biggest allies I've met in healthcare. The next question, I lost track already, guys, is from Cameron Mack on TikTok. What's the hardest obstacle you have had to overcome while transitioning? My biggest obstacle was probably the acceptance of my family. My family is fully on board with my transition, and it's gotten stronger and better every day. But for the first year, it was very hard for me to be on hormones in front of my family. They're not one to judge, and I know that they never ever have judged me. But to be on hormones and, to change the person that they knew for so many years, and it hurt me in a way just because I know that I'm still the same person, but for a while they couldn't get it, and they thought that I was going to change into a different person. So that was probably the hardest obstacle in my transition, was getting my parents to be on board and to understand me. And to this day, they still don't fully understand, but they understand to a certain extent. I have been completely blessed with such an amazing family and a amazing support group, I would say. All right, y'all, so the next question, I don't know what question we're at or what number we're at. So the next question, and now I don't know if this is from TikTok or Instagram, so I'm just gonna put the username. This is from It's Lena978, and their question was, how long was the whole process of your top surgery? So the whole process, I don't know if you mean the whole recovery or the process as they were doing it, but if you are talking about as they did my surgery, it took about 2 hours, 3 hours. And if you're talking about recovery, it took about, I want to say, 6 weeks to fully recover. And it takes a year to actually fully recover on the inside and outside. So outside, it takes about 6 weeks, but inside and outside completely, it takes about a year. This question is from Vin_Speranza. I think I said that wrong. I'm sorry, homie. On Instagram. His question was, are you dysphoric even after top surgery with your chest? Trying to prepare myself for it. So this question you asked me a very long time ago. I feel like you already got top surgery. I might be wrong. Hopefully you didn't, because I really want to answer this for you. But I feel like, now this is my journey. This is my story, so I can't tell you if this is how everyone feels. But after top surgery, I was dysphoric. The only reason why is because when you get this type of surgery, your chest, it looks a little weird at first. It doesn't look the way that you think it's gonna look. And it's because, your incisions, they're raw, they're stitches. It just looks very weird. So I was very dysphoric for a very long time. But once I hit maybe 6 months, 7 months post-op, that's when my scars started really getting lighter. That dysphoria kind of went away a little bit, but I did have it, here and there, just because of how bright and visible my scars were. If we're talking about now, my scars don't really make me dysphoric. I'm not very dysphoric about my chest anymore. Don't get me wrong, I am sometimes, but as your chest really heals and you use ointments or oils to get those scars away, it does become easier and less dysphoric. So this question is from Toasty Zayden on Instagram. What is your scar routine? I use one product in particular, and it's called the Bio Oil. It is 100% natural. There's no, bad ingredients in it. You could get it at Walgreens, CVS, Amazon. You could literally get it anywhere. And I applied that every morning, every night for about 7 months. But you have to be consistent about it. It's one of those products that if you're not consistent, it's not gonna really help. So make sure you do it every morning, every night, and I promise you, your scars will fade, but you have to trust the process. Okay, guys, so I'm going to end with this one last question. I feel like this is the most powerful question somebody has asked me, and I feel like I could really help people if I answer this. But somebody on Instagram named Brooklyn_Jenkins10 asked, you're very inspiring, but how do you deal with people not accepting you? I struggled with people accepting me from 6th grade all the way to 10th grade. So about 5 years. And I was constantly bullied. Not bullied like that stupid, bullying shit people do in school, but it severely bullied. I was bullied so much and so badly to the point I had no education. I had no friends. I asked for help so many times. Nobody ever helped me. So I went through that all by myself with the support of my mother, obviously, and my grandparents. So the reason how I deal with people not accepting me is I think about that. I never really had anyone accept me. Those 5 years of being bullied, I never was accepted for who I was. And that's why, and that's how I deal with people not accepting me now, because I look back and I realize, like, why am I going to sit here and dwell on what people think about my life and who I am as a person? You know what I mean? And because it happened to me for such a long time, I just learned to block that noise out and those negative comments. And I started to realize that no matter what you do, who you are, there's always going to be somebody who does not accept you for you and how you live your life and who you are as a person. And that's just how you have to look at it. And it's easier said than done, but I promise you, if you really just keep thinking and keep pushing, eventually you will start to realize that everyone's opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't. Because they don't live your life. They don't wake up with you every morning. They don't go to sleep with you every night. They don't deal with what you go through on a daily basis. So why does somebody else's opinion have to define you? So my biggest advice is fuck what people have to say. Just fuck them. Don't give them the time of day. Don't be as bad as they are. Just let them rock. And the one thing that I'm going to say is kill them with kindness. It's the most clichéest thing anyone can ever say, but it's something that is really true. I promise y'all, killing people with kindness is honestly the most powerfulest thing that you can possibly do. I don't even know if that's a word, but I made it up. Killing people with kindness, or telling them, just being nice to people that, don't like you or don't like who you are or how you live. They get shocked. They're like, what? And they don't get the response that they want. So it puts you in a position of power. And just think about it. I promise it makes sense. I promise years from now, you're going to look back at this video and you're going to be like, wow, Kason was right. Just kill them with kindness, or don't even mind them. And if it hurts your feelings, talk to somebody. But never ever show them that it hurts you. Because that second that you show them that it hurts you, they have that power. So just keep doing what you're doing. Live your truth. Be you. And please never, ever, ever stop being yourselves. I know there's a lot of people that watch me and my videos and struggle with that from a day-to-day basis. And I just want to let you know that you are not alone, because I still get hate. I still have people that want to hurt me and stuff like that because I am the way that I am. But I never let those people stop me, because they don't live my life. They don't deal with what I deal with. And as long as you are happy, that is the most powerfulest thing that you could ever possibly have. Be happy. These people that are hurting you and, treating you this way and not accepting you for your life or who you are, they're not happy with themselves, and I promise you that. They're dealing with something. Pray for them. Manifest for them. And give them your good energy, because those are the types of people that need help in this world. Remember that. I'm sorry for that question. I know that was very long, but I really felt like I needed to be real with y'all, especially with that certain question. But I hope you guys liked my video, and I hope that I could have answered your questions the right way. Feel free to ask me more in the comments, or let me know if I didn't answer your question well enough. I will do a part 2 if that's what you guys want. And yeah, my surgery video will be coming very, very soon. Please be patient with me. It will be up within the next 2.5 weeks. I love each and every one of you, and keep doing what you're doing. Live your truth, be yourself, and always know that I will always have all of your backs through everything. And if you ever need anything, feel free to message me on Instagram. I do reply, and I do want to help you out with whatever you're going through. So just know that my DMs are open, and I love each and every one of you. And before I go, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share, and turn on my notifications so you know when I post. But I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video.